Hi everybody, my name is Elanders, Frazier. I'm coming to you from Pace, Florida, in association with Southwind Drum and Bugle Corps. Today we are talking about form as it relates to matched grip and traditional grip. Let's get started. One thing that you need to consider when you're talking about form in terms of holding the stick, we're talking about exactly how we take the technical approach and then apply it to what we would consider great drumming. Now, one of the cornerstones of great drumming is making sure that we're always staying relaxed. When you're holding a stick, if you have too much pressure around the stick, we tend to choke off the sound or the vibration that's actually coming out of the stick. So, one example, when we hit those sticks together and we have too much of pressure or squeeze around the stick, we actually choke off the natural vibration and the sound that the stick makes. When we relax, we now hear that there's an actual tone that comes out of the sticks themselves. Now, this applies whether we're playing matched grip or we're playing traditional grip. So we want to make sure that we always hear that tone of the stick, and that's just by cradling the stick as we play. So as we explained in the traditional and the match grip video, we don't necessarily always need an extreme amount of pressure to make sure that the stick doesn't go anywhere, more so than we want to feel that cradle. An analogy that I've always used with my students is think about a baby inside of a cradle. If we squeeze too much in fear that we're going to drop the baby, then we can actually hurt the baby and do it harm. If we just cradle the baby, then we've got a nice firm grip on the child, and that child is not going to drop out of our arms or anything like that. Same thing with your stick. We don't necessarily need to squeeze for fear that we're going to let it go. More so than we need to cradle, we still have mobility and motion with the stick, but we're just making sure that we don't choke off any natural vibration or sound that's going to come off the stick. As we apply this to the surface of the head, now we start to get the vibration of the stick, the vibration of the head, and the tone of the wood and surrounding drum heads if we're talking about a snare drum versus a tenor drum or bass drum. Today we talked about form, why it's important to make sure that we keep natural relaxation around the stick, what it actually does for us, and how we personally can check if you're getting the right form. Thanks again for joining us here. If you want more information about the 2021 DCI season, look for that information at www.southwind.org. You can also catch me on my Instagram handle at elfsnare, ELFSNARE. It's been a pleasure. See you guys next time.